Hey guys, welcome to the Elite Weekly Boss. Go ahead and grab your hero, put out your free dart monkey if you do have the monkey knowledge, and we're going to start similar to how we started normal. We're going to start out with 3 farms. All of them are going to be 200. And then what we'll do is we want to essentially create a bank as quickly as possible. So once we get all 3 of these farms out at 200, we're going to upgrade one of them to a 220, and then the other one's going to be a 202. Once we get that, essentially what we'll do is we're going to sell the farm that's a 200 and then the farm that's a 202 and then create the bank as quickly as possible. So it'll be pretty quick once I do this, but then once we create the bank, it's going to help generate income quickly at the beginning, but we will venture away from the bank because it's not a good farming strategy, especially for Elite once we do this. So once we get the bank, we're going to do 2 more farms, and we're going to make them 200. Be mindful of your placement because they're going to place a village in the middle of all of them. So once you get both farms as 200s, go ahead and put a village down, but we're not going to upgrade it just yet. You're going to collect everything from the bank when it hits the 9,500. For the lead in 28 and 30, just use your hero ability. So save it and then use it on there. It will refresh. You'll have plenty of time, but that's how you'll end up dealing with the lead on here while we're trying to generate income. So once your bank hits that, you're going to go ahead and collect it, and then we're going to put an engineer. We're going to make it a 014 and put your trap towards the beginning so it generates a lot of income for you. And then upgrade your village to a 102. And then we're going to go ahead and upgrade our farm to a 300 and then our other one to a 320. And then we're going to place another farm to a 320 and then go back and upgrade your other farm. So all 3 of these farms essentially are going to be 320s. That's what you want to get to on those. And then once we get all of those, you're going to place another farm as a 320. If any of the lead leak, just use your hero ability, so you'll be perfectly fine. And then we're going to go ahead and place a druid in range of your village. It's going to be a 130 on here. And then we're going to prepare for our first tier. So for the first tier of the boss in range of your village, you're going to start out with a sniper as a 023. You're not going to have enough money. We're going to upgrade this to an elite defender, but that's completely okay. Don't collect the money out of your bank just yet. Go ahead and put a 00 sub out. We'll upgrade it eventually, but we want to generate money in our bank first. And the more money that's in there, the more income that goes in there and generates. So you'll upgrade your sniper to a 024. And then what you'll do is once your bank kind of gets close to the 9,500, collect everything out of your bank and then just upgrade your sniper to a 025 and then mark your sniper on strong. So it doesn't need to be exactly at the 9,500, but once it's close, and then mark your sniper on strong. Upgrade your druid to a 140, so you can put this on slow if you need to. And then once you get that, upgrade your sub to a 420 on here. This is going to be it for tier 1. So once we get this sub to a 420, we're going to add another farm as a 320 on here. Even if it's not within range of the village, that's okay, because once we upgrade our village, it will go in range of the village on here. And then we'll upgrade our village to a 104. So while this is going on, you can do all of this. You can put this on slow. It's going to be enough, and then that way you can generate income. We're going to place one more farm. It's going to be a 320, and then what we're going to do is go ahead and collect anything from your bank, and then start working on upgrading all of your farms to 420s. We're only going to be able to get 4 of these to 420s on here. And then before the next tier of the boss, on round 59, you're going to have camo leads. When those come out, you can just use your hero sword ability and it will clean the board out on here. So you can go ahead and do that. And then for tier 2, what we're going to use is we're going to be using a dartling and we're going to be making a mad. It's going to be a 250. You can go ahead and sell the sniper because we no longer need it. And then we won't have enough, but that's okay. So once we get close, collect anything from your bank, upgrade to the mad as quickly as possible on here. And then once we get the mad, go ahead and what we'll do is we're going to upgrade our last 2 farms to 420s while this is going on here. So this is going to hold once we do this, and the boss is gone. Sell your MAD, upgrade your druid to a 150, collect anything from the bank, and then go ahead and upgrade your village to a 105. And then we're going to rebuild farms. You're going to start out all of them out as 320s, and then you're going to upgrade them to 420s. Essentially, I'm going to be placing 7 total of these on here. So I'm starting them all out at 320s, and then going to upgrade all of these to 420s on here. So once you do that, this is going to hold for your defense. You're going to see 7 total on rebuildings, all of them going to be 420s on here. Once we have 7 rebuilds on here, what we're going to do is we're going to create a T5 farm. It's going to be a 520 on here. So just keep generating income and then upgrade one of your farms. And then you're going to place 6 more 420 farms on here. You can kind of place them anywhere on here. I did use where the banana collector on here, just so I didn't have to keep clicking everything. You don't have to if you don't want to. But once you get 6 total of these, we need to prepare for tier 3. You're going to go ahead and place a village, and we're going to place a MAD within range of the village. It's going to be a 250 on here. And then we're going to place a plane, and the plane is going to be a 025. If you have the monkey knowledge, you can go ahead and put it on wing monkey. If not, that's completely fine on here. We won't have enough for the plane to start out, but that's okay. Once you get enough, just go ahead and upgrade your plane on here to the T5, and then slowly, once you get enough income, upgrade your village to a 250, and then just use the ability every time it's available for your village ability on here. And then the last piece we'll need is a ninja. It's going to be a 205 on here in the middle. You can go ahead and mark your ninja on strong, and we'll leave that ninja out because we will be doing a paragon on the next tier on here. So once you get this ninja on here, we're going to be done with our defense. So I'm going to go ahead and place an engineer monkey and make it a 050. And this is just going to target the T5 farm. And essentially what that's going to do, it's going to overclock the farm and you generate more income on here. So I used a tech bot, so then I didn't have to keep clicking it on here. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you don't want to do the micro, use a tech bot, and then that way it just constantly overclocks. And then we're going to build 420 farms, basically kind of fill up wherever you can on here for the 420 farms. Leave enough room. Once this round ends, we are going to sell the MAD, and we're going to sell the village, and we're going to create both T5 of the other path of the farm. So you'll see me start out with a 250 farm. And then I'll use a tech bot because I do not want to do the micro of constantly clicking to get the 10,000, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So once I get this one, then I'm going to go ahead and place the other T5 farm, and I'm going to make it a 205 for that farm as well too on here. And this is going to be it. You can just kind of continue generating income pretty much all the way up until 99 on here. And for 99, it's going to be really easy. All we'll need to do is place the other T5 ninjas out here and then just contribute the max amount of money for this tier on here. So you don't even need to put like extra ninjas out or anything like that. Like what you have is going to hold for this tier on here. So you'll see me place all the T5s. Once I get them out there, I'm going to go back to the original ninja that I placed, contribute the max amount, and then this is all you'll have to do for this tier on here. You don't need to add any other defense or anything like that or maximize your paragon because we are ultimately going to sell this paragon for the next tier. And then once we defeat this one, you can basically let it go all the way up until 119 before the boss comes out. What we're going to do is we are pretty much going to sell almost everything, sell every single one of your farms. You're going to sell the Ninja Paragon because we're going to rebuild our Ninja Paragon on here. But I am going to leave the plane and I'm going to leave the Druid on here. So you'll see I'm basically going to sell all of the farming, the Ninja Paragon, the sub on here. But I'm going to keep the Druid and I'll keep the plane. So we're going to rebuild the Ninja Paragon. You're going to create each one of the T5s on here. And then what we need to do is we do want to boost this Paragon because it is the final tier and that one is the most intense on here. You're going to place 25 ninjas on here and then you're going to cross path 220 for all of these. So I'm going to speed it forward 220 for all of these. And then you're going to contribute the max amount to your Paragon on here. You'll still have plenty of money left over. So all we're going to do then is going to be rebuild some of our towers on here. So you're going to go ahead and see me place a T5 village. It's going to be a 250 on here. And then I'm going to go ahead and place a 520 alchemist within range of the village. And I'm going to place T5 snipers. Make sure you cross path each one for camo detection. So a 520 on here. I'm going to do a 052 on here. And then I'm going to do a 025 on here. If you use the tech bot, you can target your village and just make sure you use the village ability. But this is it. You're going to have so much money left over. You can do whatever you want. But I wanted to show you the Ninja Paragon's going to hold and these towers. But you can do whatever else you want with the rest of your money. Enjoy Elite. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks, guys. Bye.